the banner.com already. By now you should be seeing this banner on your interface as transition into Deriv, so
Hey, what's up guys? Previous video we really talked about some binary interface, the entire interface, and how you can actually leverage on the binary interface, and which I believe by now some person must have gone through it and they must have understood how it works and everything about it. So in the next video, what I'm going to do is I'm going to teach you how you can leverage on the trade types, because there are different trade types within the binary interface that you can actually use to place trade, and when you use that trade type to place trade, you achieve different level of results. What I'm talking about is we can either place trade using the, what do they call it, the digits. There are, when we mention trade type, we have the digits, we have the rise fall, we have the high lower, we have the touch no touch. Okay, let's take it one step at a time. Okay, I'm just going to describe each of those in different videos, because all of them are, they have different methods, as in different ways in which you can operate with them, and they have different returns as well. So that's how versatile this binary interface is all about. Okay, so what I'm going to take you through today here is the digit. All right, we are going to talk about digit matches, how you can place trade using digit matches without having any loss at all. So now you can see that if you have a plan, like you have a target, a goal to have like some specific amount. Let's say you plan to get about $10 a day or about $20 a day as a starter, which is not bad at all. Okay, depending on your deposit, because this is based on how much you deposit into your account. Let's assume you deposited like about $50 and you want to be getting like about $10 or $20 a day. So this is what you can do, all right, and you will get your money with very limited amount of risk. Okay, with very low risk. Okay, and you can do that for as long as possible. But one thing about binary option is, in as much as there's a lot of profit in it, there, when the losses wants to come, it becomes, it might be too much. A reason being that it has some kind of attachment to your emotions. So the best way to minimize losses and excessive losses in binary option is to control yourself, have a very good level of self-control, and you can only do that when you have set goal. All right, you can do that when you have set goal. All right, if by now you don't know how to deposit, you can check out some other video. I should try to link it within this video in the description. Or you are confused where we've gotten to, just go through some of my other videos. You will see the other tutorials of how this whole thing is all about. Okay, how this whole thing goes. Okay, it's very simple and short.
All right guys, leveraging on the different trade types is a video that I made long time ago, but if you're opportunity to say it now, then congratulations, you finally made it to your doorstep. There are a couple of ways that one can really leverage on this binary.com and then make a lot of money out of it without cutting across the usual, which everyone knows. like what most people knows about this binary.com is the rise and fall. Like the default once you just log into your binary.com is always what is the rise and fall. All right, and the rise and fall just has to do with placing a trade, let's say up and down. Let's say you place up, so let me choose a longer time frame. Alright, if you don't understand what all this particular interface means, what all these things means, then you have to check some of my other videos where I've made some useful and helpful tips that could help you out in that. Alright, I've described all these things before. Now let's say a trade is placed upward, alright, and then that rise and fall. Now rise and fall trade, which is the default, this is where the barrier is. The trade begins exactly from the barrier, and then the timer is shown here, and then the trade is a win if it goes beyond the barrier. That if it goes above the barrier, that's if you predicted that the trade will end in higher, that's in buy. Then the trade is a loss if it goes below when your prediction is higher. Then the trade is a win, is either way is the same. Like if you predicted that the trade will go lower and then it ended up higher, above the barrier, then it's a loss. Then if you say it will go lower and it ended up lower, then it's a win. You can see the way it's proceeding right now. Like you can see remaining 2 seconds and this ended. It's supposed to end beyond the barrier, but it ended below, so it's a loss. Mind that was just a casual trade. Okay, so within this small spectrum here, you can see touch, no touch, then higher, lower, the Asians, in between, ends outside, then stay between, goes outside, matches, digit, even, odd, over, under, higher, lower, close, high, low, reset call, reset put, high, low, ticks, then ups and down. All these things are different trade types that one can leverage on. If you've not known this individually, then you have to check some of my previous video. This channel is just all about things like this, and I've made a lot of videos about things like this. If there's anyone that is yet to be here, feel free to request, I will make it. If there are anyone that is that I've still not made, you need to subscribe and stay tuned. I will make it and then send it across to you guys. Okay, so but here I'm not just going to touch everything about this, because each of them one by one they are broad. They contains a lot. They need much more explanation individually. But for instance, let me just pick out one. Let's say I pick out this digit matches or lower. Things like this, you don't need to, it doesn't need you to read the chart like this before you can place trade. This is just like a casual game. What you just have to choose is choose with this digit between 1 to 10. Let me change market. Now you have to just choose this digit between 0 to 10, rather 0 to 10, and then let's say I choose 0. Now if the last, you can see the up matches is the payout is about $90 from a $10 stake, and then differs is about $0.99, which you can see here for payout, which means that the tendency to win the matches is very low, while the tendency to win the differs is very high, meaning that out of 0 from digit 0 to 9, if it eventually, the last digit eventually ends on the digit you choose here, which is 0, or let me choose 0, which is 0. If the last digit is 0 and you had chosen digit matches, you have placed trade in digit matches, then you win the trade. But if the last digit is 1, is anything apart from the last digit you chose here, then it's a lost trade if you have chosen digit matches. But this digit differs. Any other digit apart from the digit you chose is the win. So it's just as simple as that. Let's say I choose up here. Let's just check it out. You can see anything from 1 to 9 is a loss, but if it ends on 0 is a win. Now let's choose differs. Anything from 1 to 9 is a win, but apart from 0. So my time frame I chose is about ticks. This particular trade is always in ticks. You can choose between 1 to 15 ticks or thereabout. Let's say the limit. Okay, I take 1 to 10 stick, but I always prefer 1. Alright, so you see, as many times as possible, can be clicking and clicking and clicking and clicking. So here, okay, that one landed on 1. Here is where you can choose the different trade types, which I'm going to explain in my other videos. Okay, so you stay tuned to the channel. Make sure you are subscribed once again. Alright, then on the new interface, Deriv, which is the banner.com, already by now you should be seeing this banner on your interface as transition into Deriv. So where you can find that trade type is this angle here. If you're using mobile, it could be different. On the Deriv interface, you discover that apart from under ops, you can see the number of options displayed down. Then you have high, lowers, then you have digits. Then you can see that there's a new option displayed there, which is the multiplier. You can see it is tagged new. Yeah, okay. So if you want to know more about this multiplier, check like 2 videos away from this particular video you're looking at here. I already made a video on that, on how it works. So there you can choose a different, that's where on the Deriv app, that's where you make your choices. And that's the D trader. The Deriv app is created with such a slick interface that you can still switch to smart trader. This particular interface you're looking at here is a smart trader, but on the Deriv you can as well view the D trade, the smart trader. It's called the smart trader, yeah, okay, smart trader, yeah, just smart trader. You can as well do smart trader on the Deriv app as well. Then here you can also make your choices from the list of options here. Digital matches, but the funny thing here is, despite this, I can't on the smart trader, you can't see the what do they call it, the multiplier option there. So the multiplier option is only available on the G trader. So if you must make use of the multiplier option, you have to be sure that you are using the G trader. So I hope you guys enjoyed my video, and I hope that you learned something new on this video. So be sure that you are subscribed to my channel so that you can be getting more and more amazing updates. Okay, you can see how the channel is looking. Look at my slick face there. Pardon me. Alright, so we are at 158 subscribers. Let's see how we can get this channel to about 1,000 subscribers so that we will be doing more and more amazing things. Trust me, I promise you a lot of new and sweet and amazing things that you won't get from anywhere else. Okay, so stay tuned. Thank you for subscribing and thank you for watching this video. Okay, make sure that you comment. Like I said earlier from my previous video, someone will stand a chance of winning one of my most amazing bots, which is worth about $150, and that person is someone who is much more active. Okay, the time for this offer to be given out, I've not mentioned it yet, but in a very short period of time. So the faster we grow, the more this offer goes around. All right, so thank you for watching.